The guy opened up my passenger door. He said, "So you're the pickup man, huh? You're the pickup man."
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's SimplyBriannaB, and today I'm here with my dad, and we're going to be talking about some of the things that's going on today in terms of police misconduct and racial profiling and things like that. So I want to ask you about your experiences and how you can talk about how it relates to today and the things that you went through.
I see a lot of what's going on today. It's pretty much what I went through. But the only thing was there was no cameras back then, and we didn't know that it was illegal, like search and seizure and all that stuff.
Like when they say, "Can we search your car?"
Yeah, we just thought it was routine traffic stop was legal. We didn't know that was illegal. My homie Black Sean, rest in peace, he had got on the Greyhound bus and went to Columbus, Ohio to see some girl. Upon his return, he called me and said, "Hey man, pick me up from the Greyhound bus station."
Right.
So I said, okay. So I drive down there. At the time, I was driving the new 95 Camaro Z28, white, T-tops, chrome. In fact, it was nice.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah. It would be the equivalent of the young guys today.
Like the Challengers and Chargers.
For the young
I hate
guys
those
today.
cars.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
So, if anybody knows downtown Detroit, Greyhound bus station is all glass in the front. It's like September, October at the time. So it's 8 or 9 o'clock, it's dark outside. I pull up, I could clearly see him on the bench sitting there. He sees me. So he gets up, he grabs his bag and starts walking out the building to get, as soon as he comes outside and as soon as he puts his hand on my door handle, 4 agents just come out of some side door and ambushes. We don't know what do we do? 2 of them grab him, they take him over to the side, and then 2 come to me. One opens up the passenger door, the other one opens up my driver door to kind of pull me out. The policeman on the passenger side, he couldn't contain his excitement about, I don't know if he thought he had some big drug bust or what, but he was just like...
Oh, is it because, like, a lot of dudes will get on the bus and go make, drug runs and stuff?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I never been into the dumb stuff like that. But
And they didn't have body cams back then.
I don't know. But I fit the profile. Dark skin, black dude. Black Sean was darker than me. We fit that profile.
Okay, so what, did they even say anything? Like...
The guy opened up my passenger door. He said, "So you're the pickup man, huh? You're the pickup man." So they take me out my car. I look over there where they got Black Sean. One guy's giving him a detailed search, really detailed.
Right.
You had your hands on the wall. The other guy took his bag and just dumped it on the sidewalk. So all his dirty underwear, socks, everything is on the ground. They're going through his stuff. They're doing me the same way. The guy on the passenger side is going through my glove box, papers all on the floor, seats flipping back and forth. The guy on the passenger side, he's giving me a detailed search. And when I say detailed, it means they putting their hands in your underwear because they want to feel for crack baggies or anything. Very detailed search. And it was very humiliating, embarrassing. I'm looking at them do that to him and they're doing it to me. And I look back at the Greyhound. Like I said, it's all glass.
So people can see.
Everybody's looking at you like, oh, look what they did. Look what's going on. We just, what do we do? You can't turn up on them and say nothing because
they'll kill you.
Well, we didn't know. We just know, let's just make it through this. Be quiet. So at some point, everybody, they searching. They all started like communicating with their eyes, just looking at each other. They looking at each other like, you got something? No? What about you? No? Nobody's
So
they didn't say that, but that's how they're looking at each other. Like, they just kind of just walk away and leave us. I'm still in the car like this. Black Sean's over there on the wall like this, and he just walk away.
Wow.
And walk back in the same little trap door that they came out of. They didn't even try to lie and say, hey, well, we're sorry, you guys. We got a call that's saying it was a white car that was supposed to pull up. They didn't even try to. They almost seemed like they was disappointed that they didn't find anything. We were just some young guys, not into nothing bad, besides maybe racing cars on the street at the most.
Right.
But you have that look.
And they just assume that you have something, because
I look just like those guys that they see on the news every night that's, rape, murder, selling dope. They put your mugshot on, while they talking about you on the news, they put your mugshot up there. And then while they got the mugshot on, they like start zooming in like. So you subconsciously,
like you a thug.
You subconsciously think like
this person
that's what a bad guy looks like.
Yeah.
And I just
then when you see it again, it's gonna click in your mind like, oh, I'm in danger.
He's got to be a bad guy, because that's what they look like. The ones I see on the news look just like him. They got that look. So we jumped in the car. Well, once the police walked away, Black Sean started gathering all the stuff, putting it back in the bag. I started putting all my stuff back together because, like I said, they tore my car up. We got in the car. We jumped on the John C. Lodge freeway. We just drove home quiet, no radio, just didn't say nothing to each other. Because we embarrassed, we humiliated, we pissed off, I was probably 23, 24. By this time, we had been through so many of these encounters. This is nothing new, but at some point, you start to get fed up, like, dang.
So did y'all ever talk about it? Like,
never talked about it. Nope, never told
no,
my
I mean
mom
like,
about it.
even like other instances, like when it happened to you alone or any other time, did y'all ever like have discussions about it as a group?
It was just normal to us. Every weekend, we was getting pulled out the car.
Wow.
You could be driving south down the street and the police are coming north and they just look at you. And next thing you know, they busting at you. And you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh man, they come. So luckily back then, I mean, we wasn't into nothing, so we was always, they never caught us riding dirty, So for the guys that's riding dirty, you hit, because once they find something, once they smell some weed, now they got reason to just yank everybody out the car. So yeah, I can relate to a lot of what's going on today. Luckily for me, we didn't get killed. And I think mainly because we never got aggressive with the cops. Even though we knew they was doing us wrong, we just say as little as possible.
Had y'all heard of people who were aggressive with them? Or like what made y'all be smart and like know not to do nothing?
I ain't never really been an aggressive person. That was just my nature.
I mean like everybody else too.
Pretty much everybody, all our moms was kind of like the same. They raised us kind of the same, Have respect for your elders. We were some little, knuckleheads, just basically trying to chase women, girls at the time. We wasn't into I didn't hang with anybody that was into no bad stuff like that,
So I was, we were watching a show recently. It's called Lovecraft Country. Have you heard of it? So it's talking about racism and like Jim Crow and stuff like that, but it's a spin on it. But anyways, one of the episodes is named Sundown, and it's like talking about sundown cities.
Yeah,
so
that's real.
Did you have experience with that too?
I have experience with that now, trapped in my line of work. Yeah, I go to these towns now, and you know that you're okay once you there for business. But
so y'all don't know, my dad is a truck driver. And he owns his own business, but he has to go to several places and deal with all these racist people.
You see flags everywhere, and it's just part of life that you don't have a choice.
It's sad.
Yeah.
And then I think it causes like a big cycle of bad stuff, like how men are not supposed to show emotions or not supposed to do certain things, and they just hold everything in, including what's happening to them with the police and at home or whatever, in poverty, and then it just
it's
builds
good to have
up.
somebody to talk to that understands, what you go through once you leave your house and go in that world, and you have to conduct yourself a certain way. If you see a older, white lady, or you got to know how to not look so aggressive.
Jason has problems with that all the time because he says every time he sees like a white lady, they hold their purse they lock the door as soon as he walks past.
Yes, all of that, yes. So you try to, you get mad sometimes,
Why?
Yeah, but I understand. And it's a cold world. You can't trust nobody, so I understand. But you get used to that, having to conduct yourself. Your main focus is to make it back home safe at the end of the day. So you gotta do what you gotta do to make it back home safe to your family. And you start the cycle again the next day. But as far as police encounters, I got a few first cousins that are policemen, or police women too. And I hope that, I would assume that they do the job correctly. It's a civil service kind of business.
There's so many dirty cops, and then the ones who...
I have so many stories. I got black police showing out for the white cop stories.
Right.
I got white racist policemen with the thick mustache, like the typical looking racist pointing the guns at you stories. I got black.
We will touch on these topics and we will tell different stories in other videos. But is there anything else you want to say about today and how people can handle it better, or I don't know.
For young people today?
Yeah.
Obviously you got to try to keep your nose clean, stay away from, you got to realize that you're being targeted. You got to understand that you can't just be riding around. If you're you can't be riding around with $20,000 in your car in the hood and the hoopty with no plates, or you can't be riding around with dope in your car, because once they got you, they got you. But if you do get in a pickle, you do get pulled over or anything, you just gotta, don't give them no reason to escalate. Some of them are looking for a reaction out of you. They want to get a reaction out of you. You know what I'm saying?
So don't move too much.
Definitely don't. Yeah, keep
don't
your hands
say too much.
Right.
I always try to call somebody if I ever get pulled over, just in case. But not tell them, not show them that I'm on the phone. But
hey, put that phone out now. I wish I had that phone back then. I would have had some great footage right now.
Yeah.
If I had a phone back then. But yeah, definitely don't. Getting smart with them is just, some of them are looking for a reason. Some people have a quota. You can't just work all week and not bring somebody into the precinct, arrest. So they might say, hey, somebody got to go, And the one that gets smart with me, I'm taking them. They can make up a reason.
Or plant something.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen to me, thank God, but it happens to people too. Yeah.
That's today's story time. It's very tragic and sad that we have to talk about this and go through this, but it needs to be talked about and it needs to be said. So if y'all have any comments, leave them below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching.